Alright, hi, how's it going? This is a completely unplanned video, if you can probably guess. There's no big fancy intro. It's just me shooting the shit, as it were. Because I want to talk about Wuthering Waves. I want to apologize in advance, not for, potentially speaking bad about the game. It's how we get a better product overall for everybody if we air some concerns and whatnot. I do want to apologize, though, because maybe this is clickbait. I don't know. Like I said, apologies if it is. I don't really have an idea planned. I just want to talk about it. I love Wuthering Waves, okay? I want to get that out there right now. I love Wuthering Waves. It's probably my favorite gacha on the market. I speak often highly of it. Anybody can back me up. Even the most avid WuWa haters will hear me go, yeah, I understand some of the flaws, some of the issues with it, but I still love it regardless. And I was doing this, and this is a TOA rant, by the way. That's a completely different rant. I've talked about that. I'll keep talking about it. I had fun. Kind of. Maybe. Let me rephrase that. I had fun with Hiyuki. Okay, I had fun doing Changli Hiyuki. So, let's talk about why I think Wuthering Waves is kind of boring. I know it's not burnout. I know that's often the most common cause, being like, oh, you just burnt out playing it. I regularly don't play this for long. In fact, I log in for about 20 minutes, do what I need to do, and that's kind of it, unless it's a big stream or a big patch, whatnot. And I was actually trying to get footage because I've been really enjoying Hiyuki. I think Hiyuki is a fantastic character, very fun. And hopefully I'm including gameplay footage here somewhere. So I'm having fun with him. I think she's great. But I've noticed a trend since Tune Break was introduced. And I think Tune Break is probably the worst thing that has happened to Wuthering Waves. I really do. And it's not to say, oh, so the characters are bad. No, Imurth is a fantastic character. Mornay is a fantastic character. Lene, fantastic character. The problem is, every single thing in their kit boils down to how fast can you get Tune Break? That's it. I know Danae's come out and she's got Fusion Burst stuff with Imurth. I'm going to be honest, why would you? Tune Break is just so much better. It's just instant boom. Then this strain, you got loot, you got... Oh, I was going to say Sagrika, but I forgot Sagrika is also a victim of this. And a big part of that as well is... I think Imurth is, once again, a fine character, fantastic character, very fun. Unfortunately, the most optimal way to play her, which a lot of people will say, love CCs, guide makers, blah, blah, blah. Guide makers are still stuff from Reddit, let's be honest. They'll be like, here's the most optimal way to maximize your rotations. I think that's boring. I really do. That's why I think this team of Chisa, Changli, Hiyuki was probably my most fun floor, because there's the pressure of beating the timer and also trying to manage quickswap with this. It's fun. It's nice. 1.x character. So, and we're going to get to another big reason why I think it's gotten a little bit boring, but Tune Break's the start of it. Let's take Luke, for example. Luke is a character who I think he is simple-ish. I like Luke because he has complexity within the simplicity. Now, Luke's entire thing is he wants to be on the field, do his whole string, and that's that. But within that string, within that time where he's on the field, there's a lot of different variations you can do. You can do the basic attack, you can do space to have extra attacks, you could dodge or farm a little bit, and I think you could dodge 3 times, and each time it will reset the proc of the spinning dodge blade, which is great, it's fantastic. There is no real wrong way to play him outside of trying to quickswap with him, because you lose that thing, but when he's on the field, he's fun. I like him. Same with Hiyuki. I mean, Hiyuki having the ult form not on a timer, it's just there until you press Liberation. I think it's fantastic. Or his swap teams, obviously. With Imurth, I think there's a lot of stuff you can do with Imurth. I think there's some quick swap shenanigans with her E skills that you can do, and they just don't do it. Because it doesn't really feel rewarding to do, outside of, yeah, I can do it. And I think that's a Kuro Games problem. Not a player base problem. I think it's Kuro Games being like, sure, you could do this, but why would you? Whereas you look at a team with, say, we go back, where was it? The Cartafia team. I think Cartafia team, sort of, I say nice. Rover, it's kind of whatever. Chico, I've spoken about Chico, I've had issues before. Go back and find that video. I'm not going to rehash it, but Cartafia in herself Once again, simple character, but there's complexity within that you can do. Like the jump attack, when you jump up, you don't see that enough. And one of my favourite teams, which I've not got it here, but is the Galbrainer team. I love the Galbrainer team. In fact, saying that, let me just... My Galbrainer team looks something like either Ayuno, Chuyin, Galbrainer, wherever she was. Where is Galbrainer? Oh my god, I'm so blind. Or Showkeeper. You can do cheese, but it's whatever. You can do whatever you want. I think it's cool. I like the... It's nice because Galbrainer, and Augusta to an extent, are some of the most fun characters in this game, paired with Ayuno as well. Because there's so many different ways you can play. You can optimize with him and whatnot. And because it doesn't rely on doing one thing. It doesn't rely on having to tune break to get the max benefits out of it. Because Galbrainer does heavy attack and echo skill damage within her kit. You don't have to manually cast echoes to do the echo damage. She just got it built in. And it's fun. And you get more stuff. And it's just... Tune break just makes this game so boring in my opinion. I'm glad it's universal. I'm glad everybody has it. And you can feel free to disagree by all means. It just... Every Laharoyan character has basically said, ramp up to tune break as fast as you can, tune break. That's not fun. I find that really boring in my opinion. And I agree. You're probably thinking, well, this is your opinions. Congratulations. It is my opinions. You can disagree, you can agree, whatever. And here's where the big one comes, okay? I want to talk about Punishing Grey Raven. Now, very recently, I've gotten back into Punishing Grey Raven, and I'm having a ton of fun. The story hasn't gripped me as much as I wish it did. Yes, I have skipped some parts, but the Eternal Engine, it didn't hook me. I didn't skip any of it, I actually read all of that. But the parts before it, I'm like, okay, we'll say chapter 9 is where it gets good. I disagree. And I think it's fine to not like a story, or to not like a certain part of a game. It didn't grab me, okay? I can't praise the story because it's not hooked me. I can see the appeal to it, sure, for some people, not for me. But what I can praise is the gameplay. The gameplay is so intricate. There's so much skill expression. And that's why it's so good. That's why I can feel the difference with Wuthering Waves. Check out Dante, check out Virgil. Or DMC characters were perfect for PGR, okay? Best collab that's ever happened with a gacha game. Hands down. Don't care if you agree, that's a fact, okay? It's not, it's my opinion, but that's a fact, okay? That's how much I'm hyping this up. And PGR has just helped me realize not every game needs to be PGR. It's fine for Wuthering Waves to be Wuthering Waves, okay? You can have a simple combat, you can have complexity within the simplicity, okay? PGR is just, here's complex. It's totally fine, and that's part of the fun, is just fucking around and finding out all the different skills, especially with Dante and Virgil, which hopefully is on the screen right now. And it's just kind of opened my eyes to, maybe we should raise more awareness of this. Because it's the same company. Different teams, sure, different dev teams, but it's the same company. There has to be something there. Because a lot of Wuthering Waves kits read complicated, sure. But they're really not. But they're really not. Whereas in PGR, I read it and I go, I'm going to button mash now. Kind of like Devil May Cry 5 playthroughs. Which, if you haven't played it yet, please do. It's a great game. And that's kind of it, really. That's all I wanted to talk about. Just air a little bit of frustrations. Because I think Tune Break is not that fun. I really do. I think it's limited design. By that, I mean limited design, because no matter how complex you make a character, no matter how fun it is, the second they have a Tune Break mechanic, or they benefit from Tune Break, it's how fast can we ramp up to Tune Break? And it takes a lot of the skill expression and fun out of it, in my opinion. It's just for me. That said, hey, if you like more rants like this, please let me know. I'm down to do more, because I'm very passionate about this, okay? I'm very passionate about Wuthering Waves. I think it's great. I think Kura Games know what we want to do with a product, and they do it. It's just that sometimes getting to that end goal is a little bit, they lose the way a little bit, going a roundabout way. Anyway, that said, like, comment, subscribe. Check out some video content of the channel. If you agree with this, push it into the algorithm, okay? Because if you agree with this, someone else might. And they might want to see this, and then they can spread that. Because let's be honest, if you like Wuthering Waves, you want it to do well. Look at the Cyberpunk collab coming out. You want that to do well. So, where's the harm? Anyway, I've taken enough of your time. Hope you enjoyed this rant. Like, comment, subscribe once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.